Hello everyone, I am Lata Borkar from Wockhardt Global School Aurangabad, working as a PYP2 facilitator. Welcome to my webinar. The topic of my webinar is Visual Thinking Routines, Thinking Visible. So, in this webinar, I am going to share about visual thinking routines, why we should use it, and when to use it. So let's get started. Visual thinking routine is a great student engagement, which is a great resource for the provocation, as well as after unit ends, we can ask students to, when we ask students to write their unit end reflection, these routines help us to gauge that how much students have learned and to know about their understanding. What are thinking routines? Thinking routines are easy to use mini strategy that can be repeatedly used in the classroom across a variety of content and grade levels. Routine take one more power when they are used to support students' ongoing learning. Each routine targets a different kind of thinking, and by bringing their own content, teachers can integrate the routine into the fabric of their classroom. Thinking. Thinking is use of a mind to form thoughts, to reason, and to reflect. Now, what is routine? Routine is a pattern of behavior adopted for a particular circumstance. It is a rehearsed set of movements or action that make up a performance. So, I am going to share few visual thinking routines and information about it. So, the first visual thinking routine is 3 to 1 bridge. This routine allows student to reflect on initial thoughts and prior knowledge and to then revisit these ideas and make connection once inquiry has gotten underway. First thought, students they need to write 3 thoughts or an idea, 2 question and 1 analogy. Even students can write 3 thoughts or ideas, question and analogy. Now, I will tell you that why to use this routine and when to use. This routine is used to connect prior knowledge and initial thoughts, ideas, and questions to those that they develop after having received new information and understanding on a topic or theme. Bridges are built between prior knowledge and new ideas. So this routine actually works as a bridge which connects students' prior knowledge and the new information which they are going to get in the unit. And when to use it? When students are developing knowledge and understandings of concepts over time. The idea is to show students that new knowledge moves our thinking in new directions. Next visual thinking routine is chalk talk. In this routine, students are supposed to write the question, or we can say this routine helps to the student, those who are very much comfortable for writing. Instead of expressing their views and thought, they can pen down. So why we should use this routine? This is a silent conversation routine which allows participants to write down their own ideas and comment on others. It builds understanding through the careful consideration of other point of view. It gives students who tend to be silent during class discussion a place which is a place to participate. And when we can use this routine, we can use it at the beginning of the unit to check the previous knowledge and to find out what students are curious about. After having dealt with new information, they may have learned a new concept or watched a video about something, and the teacher wants to check their understanding and discover the gaps in the learning. Next visible thinking routine is compass point. As we know, compass use for knowing about direction, as well as this uh, this always shows us four main direction, that is north, east, south and west. So this routine also helps students to uh, to tell us about their thoughts. N stands for need to know, E stands for excited about, S stands for stance, steps or suggestion for moving forward, and W stands for worried about. So, why we should use this routine? This routine is a useful tool for checking for previous understanding and as a way to introduce and flesh out new topics or information. Before forming an opinion, they explore the pros and cons of the issue and decide what information they are missing and how to proceed from there. When we can use this routine, we can use it as a warm up for a new topic or unit. So, in this, step 1 is explain that they are going to use the point of compass to think through a new idea or proposition. This can be anything from a new classroom setting arrangement or a choosing of a new class book to a political ideas. Next step is explain what each point on the compass represents. As I said, N stands for need to know. In this, students, what information student feel is missing, or about what they are curious about. E stands for excited about. So, for what students are looking forward to and what makes it interesting for them. S stands for suggestion, stance, or step. So, what is their stance now? And what do they see as ways to move forward? And the last one, that is W. W stands for worried about. What is the downside or what worries them? After that, this can be done in a group at a table where they can write on a large piece of cardboard with the compass drawn in the center and the letter on the side, or it can be done as a class with a compass on the wall or a board with post-it. The next step is students should be given a time limit to think about and write down their thoughts. After that, when everyone has finished, student can compare the post-its and form new ideas or question about the topic. So, The next routine in the list is CSI, that is color, symbol and image. So in this unit, student can choose a color that represents the idea, or they can choose a symbol that represent idea, or student can choose an image that represent the idea. After reading, watching or listening to a source, students are encouraged to relate their thinking and feelings on the topic in a non-verbal way using color, symbols and images. Students are asked to select a color that they feel represents the essence of the source. They then create a simple symbol for a source, such as a circle to represent something continuous or an arc to represent a rise and fall. Students are then asked to think of a more complex image that represents their feeling. At the end, they should be given an opportunity to justify their choice of imagery. Excuse me. Why we should use this routine? This routine is a useful tool for allowing students to communicate and express themselves in a non-verbal way. It is a way for them to look at concepts from a different perspective and to express the essence or heart of an idea using metaphors. It also will allow them to connect visual aspect to concrete ideas and to transmit personal feelings. When we can use this, we can use it formative assessment after assimilating new information, text, videos, etc. as a way to reflect on a certain aspect of their learning or to gauge the emotional reaction of a student to an issue or a problem. Now, next routine is think, pair, share. This routine is used as an group as well as individual. In this routine, first student needs to think on their own idea, and then they can share this idea with their partner. After that, together they can share with others. Now, why we should use this routine and when to use it? This is a very simple routine useful for sharing ideas and collaborating. It moves from individual thoughts to shared learning and uh, foments critical thinking, participation, and communication skills. It allows students time to think and write before communicating orally with others. I have used this routine in my class, and trust me, students have really shared their thoughts and they have enjoyed a lot and they got ideas from each other. They have shared their ideas. So when we can use it, we to delve more deeply into an issue after reading or learning about it, to develop possible solutions to problem, to think through and a big idea, or to check prior knowledge. Next routine is I used to think. This routine focus on how learning gives us new perspective. For example, when students know about if students have and basic information about a particular unit, let's say about earth. So they have their own perception, they have their own thoughts and ideas. So we can ask them to write about their prior knowledge of that particular thing, and then we can ask kids to write the reflection at, at the end of the unit. So this routine is actually divided into two, we can use it twice, that is, before I used to think, and but now I think. So when to use this, when we can use this, and why we should use this routine? To reflect on how or why our thinking has changed, it is a way for students to consolidate their new knowledge and think deeply on the changes that they have undergone. This routine can help to focus on their thinking process and pave the way for analyzing future opinion and belief. So, by using this routine, students can compare their understanding as well as they can compare their knowledge, which is before the unit how much they were knowing, and after the unit what new knowledge they have got. Now, when we can use this routine, we can use it at the end of the unit to check their understanding as a way to reflect on a certain aspect of their learning and after new information has been introduced. I hope you all have enjoyed this session, and I hope it's a really it may be really helpful for you to know about this visual thinking routines. If you have any questions, kindly put it in chat box so that I'll be share the answers. Thank you so much everyone for giving me this opportunity. So here I conclude my webinar. Hope you all enjoyed this session. Thank you so much.